Fuckery. 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 Fuckery.
Let's go. Don't wanna give me no job. Miguel, I got long bad. She ask money me no have. Just do the dance move, get mad. 2 times to the left.
What's going on, people? Gully Chris Reactions, and this video is by the Easter Egg Hunter. 10 video game punishments and consequences for cheating. Yeah, luckily, the games I've played didn't, give me any consequences and punishments. Okay, well, a few times where the game would freeze, but that was like sometimes. You feel me? So yeah, you gotta be careful with that. I'm trying another Carlsberg. This is Carlsberg Premium Elephant Pilsner. Okay, this one's 7%. Oh, holy shit! This one has hints of caramel, dry bitterness. Okay, so it's a little different from the other one. All right, well, let's sit back and enjoy the video. Oh, it's a little darker too. Oh yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is James, and today we're going to be checking out 10 video games that will deal us, the players, a blow, mock us or punish us in some way for perhaps using a cheat code, hacking a title, or basically exploiting a game in some way to our advantage.
I think it's it's just like
First
smoother.
up, we have the demo to Raven Software's Hexen and the sequel to the 1994 first-person shooter Heretic, a game produced by John Romero and was powered using the Doom engine.
Yeah,
Many of you, I expect,
looks
to be
just like
surprised
Doom.
to hear that you could pump in many cheat codes, one of which was Quicken, a code that just so happened to be the God mode back in the first title. But for those that were eager to see whether it works again, we're in for a nasty surprise, especially if they try to enter it 3 times in a row. And for a similar scenario, then let's head to Origin Systems' isometric action-adventure series, Crusader. As in Crusader No Remorse and the first title in the series, the player would have to type in Jessica 16 in order to allow cheat codes to be entered. But if you tried using Jessica 16 at any point in the follow-up, Crusader No Regrets, the game would first of all mock you for this attempt and then punish you further by sending you to a battle featuring 8 replicas of the game's final boss. A challenge you will most likely fail at in seconds, and even if you do somehow manage to emerge victorious, our main character will look directly at us, possibly exploding into bits, and where the game would then finally quit.
That sucks.
While in the 32x version of Doom, if you use cheats here at any time, then it is once you reach the exit of level 15, known as spawning that, then the game would suddenly end, and 2 levels earlier than normal. The credits will begin to roll, and then Doom would simulate as if it had just quit to the DOS prompt, leaving you to restart the game. Another title that will punish you when not allowed to complete the game is Ken's Labyrinth, the first-person shooter created by Ken Silverman, who is best known for writing the build engine used in Duke Nukem 3D, Shadow Warrior, and Blood. Anyway, the game is separated into 3 volumes, and if you so happen to use a
Let me
cheat
cheat in
any of
peace,
them,
alright?
it is when you reach the end of the final level that Ken's game will immediately lock you up, like here in Volume 1. It will throw away the key and leave you to admire these colourful game-over images and leave you with a message that simply reads, next time, don't cheat.
Fuck you. I do what I want. Go fuck yourself. I want to get to the story, learn the story, finish it, and that's it.
Behind the 1992
Alright.
RPG Ultima 7, The Black Gate, which which not only served to punish the players, but it was also used upon a certain developer who worked on the game. You see, it was during development that designer Richard Garriott encouraged Easter eggs to be created, but he made it absolutely clear that he wanted to know about them first. Then one day a QA guy came to see him and told him a tester had found a secret room and a location he had no idea about, and apparently he got quite upset. This secret room, now known as the Trinsic Room, was originally accessed south of the starting position, where in a house you can pick up this box, drop it under the tree directly outside, and where the developer would have been teleported to their secret room, and where they could treat themselves to gold, weapons, armour, and could even travel to any location in the game. So once Richard found out, he set a trap for the developer by changing the teleport coordinates to walk them to the anti-cheat room instead, a place that curious players could also find themselves in by heading to this set of coordinates, and where yourselves and the developer were greeted by Lord British.
Lord British.
Now
You're
we're
dead.
moving on to 3 separate titles that all deal with cheaters by affecting their save files in some way. The first case is found in Rare's Donkey Kong 64. As for those of you that enjoy using an action replay or GameShark cheat device, should be wary when using it upon this title, particularly when applying the infinite health code. As for some reason, if you activate it, save the game, and then reload the save file with the cheat deactivated, it would have inflicted some damage, and most notably, it would have removed all of your watermelons. And if you didn't know, the watermelons act as a health gauge, and with no watermelons, that means just one hit from an enemy, and you're going to keel over. Other players have talked about their games heavily glitching, and many experience problems when carrying out simple tasks like trying to pick up items. And a similar but worse thing happens in Valkyrie Profile 2 on the PlayStation 2. As by using a cheat, and in this case I used the all items code, the game's anti-cheat system kicked in and completely corrupted my save file. And how so? Well, for one thing, by trying to enter any battle after Chapter 5, the game will just completely freeze up, making it impossible to play. And that's even after turning the codes off. But that's not even the worst of it, as not only does the cheat system ruin this save, but it also infects all my other save files, meaning I have to delete all of them to get rid of the problem. And speaking of deleting save files, how can we not forget to include Banjo-Kazooie on the Nintendo 64? As once you reach Treasure Trove Cove, you'll be able to gain access to the sandcastle and utilise the tiles on the floor to enter in secret passwords. But if you enter in specific cheat codes like here on the screen and decide to use 3 of them, bottles will appear on the screen telling you that by entering a 3rd code, the game will delete your game pack. And I think many of us thought this was a bluff, but in reality, it actually turned out to be the truth, as Grtilda came in and indeed deleted our save files.
I never had an N64. PlayStation, that's it.
Exploited by saving when we win and reloading when we lose to help keep the flow going and basically to help us cheat. But do it too much and we'll be showing some consequences of our actions. And the first example is found in the 1989 graphical adventure title codename Iceman, which at the time was created by Sierra Online. line. So it is much later in the game when we're on board a submarine and we all need to obtain a bottle of rum from the mess hall. But in order to do so, you will have to beat Flanagan at his game of dice. Now, if you are crafty, you can save and restore the game twice to help you win and avoid losing. But each time you do this, Flanagan will take note and speak to you directly about your tactics. And if you happen to restore for a third time, he will accuse you of cheating, get up, and walk away.
Well, fuck this.
While in BioWare's action RPG The Jade Empire, it is when you visit the Imperial City and wander into the Imperial Arena where you can find Daoshin the Gambler, who hosts a betting game of dice in which the player has to predict whether they will roll higher or lower than Daoshin. And of course, by saving after every win and reloading when you lose, you can win every single time. However, it appears the game seems to sort of recognise what you're trying to do, as every 3 wins in a row, the only results that occur are draws after reloading. So to get around this, you need to head outside and return to Daoshin, and you can continue your amazing winning streak.
You called it right. A high roll doubles your wager.
But if you reach a total of 20 wins in a row, and just when you thought this couldn't get any better, the gambler will then be removed from the game.
Let's see how they fall, shall we? Rolling low and winning large. You called it well.
Man, listen, all I know is when I play a game, let me enjoy that game. Whether I want to cheat or whether I want to play it clean or not, whatever, all right? Even after PS2, PS3, you couldn't really cheat. I don't think there was any, like, cheating things for PS3. I don't know if you could hack it. Excuse me, but I don't think there was any cheating devices for PS3. Like, I heard about that. Like, after PS3 came out, they were like, oh, nah, they changed something where you can't even cheat, basically. Maybe there's, like, cheats in the game where if you put in a code, like, for example, Godfather. Like, I played that game for PS2, and then I had Game Shark or Codebreaker for it. Yeah, you get infinite health, but that was another game, too. Like, you have infinite health, but, like, if you stand near a car that explodes, you're dead, and then the game is frozen. Not, like, frozen, but because when you're near a car that explodes, that kills you, right? But because you have infinite health, it causes a glitch. So that's what would fuck you up on PS2. Now, if you're still in the car and you have infinite health and it blows up, you'll respawn. But that was the messed up part. But the Godfather for PS3, the Dawn's edition, or the Don's edition, whatever the fuck, you could still do the money cheat or the health cheat or the ammo cheat, but you can only do it once every 5 minutes. So, like, if you're running low on health and you put the health cheat in, you can't do that cheat again for 5 minutes. Same thing with the money cheat. You know what I mean? And same thing with the ammo. But that's the only cheat that you can use for the PS3. There's no Game Shark or Codebreaker. Not that I know of. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But PS1 and PS2, we had the Game Sharks and everything. I remember in the back of the PS1, you get the Game Shark and you put it in the back before you play the game. And I remember, if you turn it on, it goes right to the settings for Game Shark. And it worked. And then after a while, then they came out with the CD for it. And then, you know, that would work too. But PS2, then they did like Codebreaker and shit like that. I remember all of that. Oh my God. It would make, you know what I mean? It was fun though. Like sometimes if you just wanted to play the game for fun, just to like, for the story and shit like that, you don't want to die, or you wanted to do like a rush gameplay or whatever. I don't know, Resident Evil. I don't know if that you could rush it, maybe just to like unlock the battle mode in Resident Evil 2 and 3. But 1, the only thing is if you beat the game in like 3 hours or less, like you get an infinite Magnum or infinite rocket launcher. But if you have the Game Shark or whatever for PlayStation 1 for Resident Evil 1, you could do the cheat where you could do the code where you just press like L1X or L1 circle, R2 circle, L2 circle, and then you get like a rocket launcher or the bazooka, and it changes. But whatever you have on the first slot, be careful. Don't let it be a key, because if you do a key, then you're fucked. But like if you got the handgun and you press like L1 square or some shit, now the handgun's a fucking bazooka that has 127 rounds. You know what I mean? So it's, you know what I mean? But other than that, like PC games and shit, like I know PC games though, like are easy to like after PS3 came out, I remember like Dead Island and shit like that. People were doing mad cheats for like Dead Island, like infinite health and all this extra shit, or not even infinite health, like having like a million ammo or some shit like in their AK-47, and like doing the money cheat where they just upgrade their AK-47, and it's just like, what? Like, I can't do that for PS3. Like, fuck you, asshole. You know what I mean? So, it's whatever. I don't know. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share. I'll catch you guys later.